What's up, Grace Girls? Welcome to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast, where we focus on helping Black women change their lives by discarding negative thoughts, pivoting in the right direction, and shifting their mindset through cultivating a trauma free lifestyle. I'm your host, CChristten, educator, content creator, life coach, counselor, and mental health enthusiast living in Houston, Texas. I created the Allow Yourself Grace podcast because I wanted to create a space for Black women to share their thoughts, feelings, and stories that make them who they are without fear of judgment. Allow Yourself Grace provides emotional support and encouragement within the Grace Girls community for women in need of non biased opinions from women other than family and friends. Personal development, self care, career, faith are among many of the topics we will discuss on this platform. Allow Yourself Grace podcast is here to encourage Black women to live unapologetically and thrive in being authentically who they are and were designed to be, an entire vibe. No topics are off limits. We will cover it all. Now, grab a notebook, pen, sit back, and enjoy the show.
What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. Today is a very special episode. You see it. Today is my birthday. I'm the birthday queen. And this episode came out on my birthday. Come on now, look at God. So, if you are watching or you're listening, go ahead and leave me a birthday comment down below and tell me happy birthday. Your girl is 37. And yes, I'm proud to be 37 because I'm not getting older. I'm just getting clear. Okay. And I'm just getting started. So, yeah, it's such a blessing to have a birthday. Sometimes we look at birthdays as negative things. We look at it as like, oh my God, I'm getting older. I haven't accomplished the things I want to accomplish. I have so much stuff I want to do. Like sometimes birthdays are great, but then on the back end of it, you start to think about like, oh my God, I need to do this, I need to do that. And instead of just being grateful and showing gratitude because y'all it is truly a blessing just to have a birthday. So many people have gone on to be with the Lord this year, and it's just a blessing to wake up every day and be able to operate in good health and just know that God is on our side and He's with us every single day. So I am truly, truly grateful, and I'm truly, truly blessed. And I'm just so happy to have you guys all a part of this journey with me. And yeah, so today's episode is just gonna be a little bit of a reflection time for me, but also too, I want to kind of talk about some of the lessons that I've learned this year. So today's affirmation is I celebrate my growth, honor my journey, and give myself permission to keep becoming. We're not there yet. And so we're always becoming. And this is something I want you guys to remember as well. I celebrate my growth, honor my journey, and give myself permission to keep becoming, and I'm going to say the best version of me. So every year I'm working on becoming better. And 37 on the 7th is just truly, truly a blessing. And I'm forever grateful. So let's get into the episode. There's 5 things that I'm taking with me into my next year. So the first thing is grace over timelines. I'm giving myself all the grace. I know that we all have these timelines, we have these vision boards, and we have all the things that we want to do written down in the order we want to achieve them. And a lot of times we just don't get it done on that timeline. Like, it's never going to be in that order. We've all planned to do something by a certain age, and maybe we got frustrated because it didn't get done. And I want us to start giving ourselves a little more grace in those areas because our journey is never going to look like what we planned out. But have we achieved some of the things? Yes. Are we still working towards some of the things? Yes. Are some of the things yet to come? Yes. But be grateful for it all. Like, be grateful for it all because your journey is never going to be perfect. It's never going to go in a particular order. But when you trust God and you believe in yourself and you have faith, it always, always works out. Number two, the next thing I'm taking is closed doors are protection, not rejection. If the door does not open for me to go through it, then it's just God protecting me from something that He doesn't want me to encounter. It's not that He doesn't want me to have the thing, but it just may not be in that particular moment. And so I'm learning every day to just accept that some doors are not opening because that's not the door that God wants me to go in. He's trying to protect me. I'm not being rejected from what I'm trying to do, but I'm being protected. And maybe that door is just not the door I'm supposed to go through. Number three, I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. Some of us spend years, myself included, in my 20s, just being people pleasers. Like, we want to make sure that everybody's happy. We want the praise from other people. We want people to approve of the things that we're doing. But in reality, it really holds us back from really, really tapping into the fullness of ourselves and to our full power that God has given us within, because we're looking for validation and affirmations from everyone else but ourselves. That's why it's so important that we affirm ourselves. And so that's why I really enjoy giving those affirmations at the beginning of my episodes so that you guys can start to affirm yourself and start to do it for yourself. Don't wait for anybody else to give you their approval about what you're doing with your life and how you should navigate your journey. It's yours. Number four, emotional rest is just as important as hustle. Y'all know I'm all about hustling. I'm all about getting to the bag. I'm all about those things. But also too, making sure that you're emotionally intelligent is so important because it's going to teach you a number of things. It's going to teach you how to really tap into who you are as a person, what you like. And, over the years, I've been on this earth 37 years now. And so over the years, of course, I've changed. Some of the things I like has changed, but some of the things that I love at my core has remained the same. Everybody acts like you have to change everything about yourself to become the best version of you. And that's not necessarily true because some of us have awesome core values at our core. Like, some of us have the things that we need at our core. Of course, we're going to tweak things along the way. That's just what we're going to do as humans. But who we are at the core normally remains. It's in there. Sometimes it takes us getting back to that. And sometimes it just takes us cultivating what we already have. And those things are so, so crucial when you are trying to become this person that you aspire to be. Number five, the last thing I'm taking into the next year, God's pace, my plan. God's pace, my plan. So, of course, I'm going to have a plan. I'm going to follow my plan, but I'm going at the pace God leads me, and that's going to be through prayer. That's going to be through studying my Bible. One of the things that I'm gifting myself is the Bible in a year because I've been looking at it for a while. I haven't purchased it yet, but I'm going to go purchase that for my birthday as my present to myself. Yes, I already have a Bible, but I want that Bible because it's kind of like a workbook and it forces you to work through all of the books of the Bible. And so I'm really, really focused on spiritual growth and learning how to go at God's pace. Because sometimes we try to do everything on our own without seeking Him first. And I want to really, really tap into that, like going to Him first before I make decisions, resting in knowing that He has me, like resting in that power. Because we are so powerful as human beings, but sometimes we don't really get to see all of it because we're so hustle. We're in this hustle mode and we're so busy trying to get everything done on our own that we forget that everything we need is in that Bible. Like all of anything that you could be going through, anything that you could be experiencing, those answers are in the Bible. And so I really, really just want to focus on that. Looking into um getting more active, like trying new things. I've been looking at Pilates, I've been looking at yoga, like different things just to really, really get your body moving and build your strength using your body. I love going to the gym, I love lifting weights, but one of the things I really want to get into is just working my body outside of using equipment and stuff like that. Because I think the older we get, the more important it is to build muscle and, of course, get all your protein and your nutrients and things like that. And so I am looking forward to that journey. And, of course, we're going to have some of the things we like. Of course, we're going to have days that we sleep in a little later than normal, and that's totally fine. But you want to make sure that you're cultivating the things you need as you grow. All right. Now, I want to share with you guys a personal story from the beginning of the year, right? Not necessarily this year, but like from my birthday last year until now. The journey of being in the place that I'm in now has been a work in progress. And right now, I really feel like a weight has been lifted off of me. And I have the ability to operate in my full creativity and just tap into being more creative and collaborating with my husband on different projects, collaborating with other people that come into my business and just learning and just being excited about learning and being excited about where I am. It's just been truly, truly a blessing. I went from going to therapy weekly. I was going to therapy. I stopped going to therapy. Like, my body malfunctioned. Like, all these things happened um up until now, and so I was really, really forced to get healthier, get clearer, get closer to God, like all these things. Because when you are going through times in your life, like the best thing you can do for you is get closer to God and really, really try to free your mind of things that are toxic, things that are negative, like literally call the devil out when he's trying to attack you in so many areas of your life. Sometimes you just got to call him out. And when you call him out, like he'll flee because he's not expecting you to call him out. And so had to go through that this year. And the best thing I could have done was get closer to God and really, really just clear my mind of clutter. I cleared my house of clutter, like anything that I thought I did not need, I got rid of. Like I did so many things that just lifted weight off of me. Like when I put everything that I was worried about in God's hands, I became more freer. And so I'm really, really proud of my journey. I'm proud of where I am. I'm proud of even being in front of this mic on this camera. I mean, a few years ago, I don't know if I would have done this by myself. Like, I don't know if I would have done this. Like, but this is the thing about what I'm doing. I've always done this growing up, but there was a period in my life where I was like, no, I'm not getting up there. I'm not doing that. And so what I said in the beginning of the episode about getting back to the core of who you are, that's been my goal this entire year. And right now, I feel like I'm back to Courtney. I'm back to the core of who I am. All things girly, all things glam. I love those things. But for a while I just didn't feel like it. And we all go through those periods where we just don't feel like it. So it really feels great to just breathe, to own my platform, to walk into a year of being the best version of myself. The only thing that's at the top of my radar right now is my fitness. It's not necessarily to lose weight. Of course, you're gonna lose weight if you're active. That's gonna happen automatically. Not no longer making that my goal, but I'm making just being in love with me my goal. And so if I look in the mirror or I look around and I don't like what I see, it's only up to me to change it because I have the power to do so. And so I'm super excited about, what's to come in the journey. I'm loving where I am in my marriage. Of course, nobody's perfect. We all have something we can work on, but I'm loving where I am in my marriage. Like, I literally like to take time during my birthday and just reflect on where I'm at, where I am, and where I can improve moving forward. And so, birthdays are truly a blessing. It's a time of renewal, it's a time of reflection, it's a time to embrace all of you and love your life, live your life, and love the people around you. This past weekend, I got to hang out with my sisters. My sister-in-law came over. Like, I cooked for everybody and everybody loved the meal. And then I'm thinking I'm doing something for them, and my sisters come in bearing gifts. Y'all, I was so shocked, but I'm so thankful and I loved everything. And God is just so good. And we had an amazing time. We played games, we talked, we hung out, and everybody got to take food home, which was my goal. And I was just excited about that. Like, I loved doing that. And I love the fact that everybody loved the food. And so I want one of my goals this year to be to start to create and curate more positive spaces and more intimate environments, whether that be at my studio or my home. So I'm looking forward to doing those things, holding my first women's empowerment event, whether it be 10 people, whether it be 20 people. I'm not sure, but that's something that's at the top of my list for this year because I just believe that God is doing a new thing and I'm confident about where I'm at and what's to come. There are so many of you who, want to be wise and, you have so many questions. And so I'm looking to do something to help you guys out. I'm not really sure because for a moment I felt like, well, I'm not equipped because when I think about somebody motivating people, I think about somebody older, but I'm like, girl, you ain't that young. But anyway, or somebody, I'm going to say somebody more experienced and seasoned in the area of marriage. But God has been saying, like, no, you can do this. And so I'm planning right now. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because when I do make videos giving advice to single ladies, I like to put them on TikTok. I don't really put them on Instagram, but I'll put them on TikTok, and most of you guys that follow me, you'll go over there and it's been getting like really good traction. So I think people are just looking for advice. They're looking to hear it from somebody who's actually experiencing marriage and enjoys being married. And so I want to bring that to you guys on the One Marriage, Two Hustlers platform. So if you don't know and you follow the Allow Yourself Grace podcast, I also have a podcast with my husband, One Marriage, Two Hustlers. We are pivoting right now. We want to focus more in the area of working together and being married because we get a lot of questions about that. And so we've been recording, and so we're going to be releasing some of those episodes. But I'm also going to be doing, like I said, some individual videos and maybe a community for single ladies who, are looking to get married and not trying to be at the club. You know what I'm saying? So if you're interested in that, just shoot me an email or shoot me a DM and let me know, because I feel like you guys are, but yeah. So that's something that I'm looking forward to doing as well. So now we talk about reflection a lot on this platform. And the scripture that came to mind when I was preparing for this episode is Ecclesiastes 3 and 11. He has made everything beautiful in its time. And that scripture is sometimes hard for us as women to take in. I know for myself, because maybe my body doesn't look the way I want it to look. Maybe I'm not, you know, looking how I want to look or feeling how I want to feel. And that scripture sometimes is like, what? I look a mess. But I want to work more on positive things, like speaking to myself positively, because sometimes we don't mean anything by it, but I mean, we have the tendency to be mean to ourselves. And I was listening to a podcast episode and the host was talking about that. And I was just like, you know what? I probably do need to be a little nicer to myself and not be so hard on myself and give myself grace at all times. Because sometimes you got to regroup because you're like, why am I being so mean to myself? And so that's one of the things I am focused on is embracing my beauty at the size I want to be, at the size I don't want to be, but embracing beauty, because beauty starts within. It starts within. So I want you to learn to trust God. If you don't get anything from this episode, just trust God. He's the only one that can have the major impact on your glow up. And I love God. So when you see me and you say, oh my God, she's doing great. Oh, she's doing so good. Oh, she's so pretty, this and that. And it's like, when um I think it's Mary Mary. Is it Mary Mary? When they said it's the God in me, like it's literally the God in me. Because without him, baby, there would be no glow. You ever seen somebody that you went to school with and you like, what happened? It's because they forgot about God 9 times out of 10, and they've been out here in these streets. And the streets, one thing about the streets, it catches up with you. So I'm very proud of where I am at the age of 37. I'm proud of everything I've accomplished. Like and I'm y'all know I really don't talk about my credentials, but I mean, I have a bachelor's degree. I'm like one of the first people in my family to graduate from college. I have a master's degree. All the things that I dreamed of, I have. And God is just so good. Like, even though I have goals, even though, there's always more to accomplish, I'm grateful for everything that I've been through, everything that I've accomplished. I have an amazing husband. Like, I'm a homeowner, I'm a business owner. Like, God is just so good. I'm a podcaster. I get to interact with you guys. I get to be creative daily. I get to help other entrepreneurs. Like, I am so blessed. And this birthday, I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful for my sisters. I'm thankful for family who supports and family who cares. And I am just looking forward to what God has for me this year. And I am wrapping up my book. I did not meet my deadline, so of course I'm mad at myself for that, but it's okay because God is still good, because every day I wake up, I have another chance to continue working to get it done. And I am grateful, 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 grateful. My heart is full. And like the old people used to say, if God never does anything else for me, he's done enough. And I can't thank him enough. And I'm looking forward to the journey. I'm grateful for the journey because somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody didn't get to see their birthday. And For that, I'm forever grateful, and I don't want anything but to live, laugh, love, and be healthy. So, let's get into the journal prompt. I don't know if you guys have been journaling, but that is something that I highly, highly recommend. It like relieves so much stress. Even if you don't hold on to your journal, just write. Like take time to write. You can even just voice record like your notes if you don't feel like writing, but just get it out. Go to therapy. Like all the things that you need to be successful, you have access to. So, the prompt for this week is, what do I need to release, celebrate, and carry forward into my next chapter? Encourage yourself, encourage those around you, and most importantly, keep God at the forefront of everything that you do. Here's my prayer. This year, I walk with clarity, I walk with peace, I walk with purpose, and I walk covered. Man, I walk with peace, I walk with clarity, I walk with purpose, and I walk covered. God has me covered. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I don't have to worry about anything because He goes before me. And I am truly, truly happy. Like, when you believe those words, you live by those words, God has you at all times. But if you don't believe it, it means nothing. And it starts with belief. Like it starts with it. Like you have to believe. I trust Him at all times. He gives me the constant confidence, He gives me the strength. He gives me everything that I need to move forward. And I am grateful for the things that He's done and that the things that He continues to do for me. And this year is going to be the best. It's going to be the best because I'm going to make it the best because I'm putting God first. I believe that He wants me to have all good things. And every day I wake up is a blessing. And I'm challenging myself to only go higher. And I want you guys to go with me. Y'all, I love y'all. I absolutely love y'all. And y'all be interacting on Facebook for some reason. Like, Facebook is where it's at. And I hadn't been really posting on Facebook, but over the past couple weeks, I accidentally posted something on Facebook and it went crazy. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll start back posting on Facebook because I love that you guys are tuning in. And don't forget to share the episodes with a friend. Don't be selfish. We are welcoming everybody over here. And I'm just truly, truly grateful to see this platform grow. If you're not already following me on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok at Allow Yourself Grace. I post over there almost daily. So go follow me there and make sure you follow me on Instagram at AYG underscore Allow Yourself Grace. And you should have saw the tags popping up throughout the episode. Y'all, I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So I mentioned I got my gifts from my sister, and the other things that I'm doing for my birthday is a photo shoot. So you guys should see those photos today, this week. I'm super excited about that. I wasn't going to do them, but I'm glad I held myself accountable and I'm pushing through and doing them. So look forward to seeing my photos. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I love you guys. And make sure you wish me a happy birthday in the comments. Here's to another year of learning, unlearning, and always, always becoming. And remember to always allow yourself grace.
Well, guys, that concludes our episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. For additional information about today's episode, please click the link in the show notes below. To learn more about our Grace Girls community and other resources we have to offer, head over to www.allowyourselfgrace.com. Until next time, Grace Girls, I love you all. Be blessed and continue to strive for success.